Are you feeling anxious, not feeling yourself, frustrated more often than not? And do you know that you get that feeling of, when you're a child, you feel pretty good all the time, you're living in bliss. I don't expect adults to always live like that. I don't actually believe that's how you should live in a constant like that. But what I do believe is you should have a certain level of understanding of how great you should feel. Like, a lot of people don't feel great a lot of the more often than not, as I said, and they're always battling with different aspects. And obviously life can be different for each individual, but if your health and hormones are not in the right place, those things will be massively amplified and actually can be fixed in a lot of occasions when you are able to optimize your health. So with that being said, when you look at the fundamentals of health, something that people need to sit back and understand what I'm saying here is, I'll give you an example. A couple hours ago, felt quite anxious. Why was it? I know why it was. I went from the house, which was dark at 5 o'clock in the morning, straight into a gym facility. From the gym, I went after 12 o'clock, 12:30, I went into the car. Okay, then I went into the mall to the shop, and then I went straight from there. I usually sit in the sun, but I didn't today. I went straight from there into the house, no direct sun, constantly from house to car, and it got to 4 o'clock and I was getting a little bit frustrated and anxious, and I felt it. So I went straight downstairs into the back area, went into direct sun, and I felt massively better. I could not get any work done. I was procrastinating so much. Took my phone, because I get most of my work done on my phone, took it down to that area, and as soon as I sat down into the sun, I was so productive. I was massively productive. All the other stuff went out the window. I did all the bookings I needed to do. I done all the Instagram posts I needed to do. I contacted the people who I was supposed to contact. And it was just such a massive, I made so much progress in that time, just from being in the sun. And my point is, what I'm trying to say is, with the sun, people really underestimate the power of that. And as I said, if you're not in a sunny country, even getting out into the fresh air, getting out into the daylight, that alone, sitting in on a bench and doing some work, and most people can do it from their phone. You can do a lot of your emails, your calls, your texts, on your phone now. You should take a period of the day, midday ideally, during the midday, and go out and do a lot of the work that you need to outside. It is a massive hack to life in general. And if you're listening to this, understand that if you just listen and you don't actually apply this information, you're never going to truly understand what I'm saying. So my suggestion is, if you have a meeting in work, you put a meeting booking in, right? You should do the same for your son. Like every day, you should have a set time. This is when I go and do this at this time, or at least within a time bracket. Every day does change, but between a time of 12 and 3, you are outside for an hour and you're doing other work. And even if you're in DIFC or in a business sector, etc., you should still be doing something along those lines. And I guarantee you'll feel so much more productive by doing that, like so much more. It is ridiculous. So if you're reading this, give it a shot for 2 weeks, see what happens, and give me some feedback, give me a response, and see what you think. And don't underestimate the power of this video. I honestly feel like it's massively life-changing. And when I say life-changing, I don't mean it. I'm not being dramatic. I'm way under-dramatic here. I'm telling you, go out there, get the sun every day, get the work done that you need to, even if you don't take the work, maybe you take that hour to yourself. But for most people, if they have work to do and they're not getting it done, do all of it on your phone, go a walk, sit down on a bench, sit in the sun, and I guarantee you're going to feel a huge difference. And I want you, if you watch this video to this point, get back to me and tell me you've watched it to this point and that you're going to apply it, and give me some feedback. And please understand that you're going to underestimate the power of this. And it's something that I have spoke to my clients about for many, many years, and something I am pushing far more now. I'm really shoving it down people's throats, because I promise you, sometimes I'm too soft in that aspect. I'm like, yeah, do it, get your son, but I'm really trying to amplify it to people and they understand the importance of it. So hope that helps. Give me some feedback, let me know, and best of luck.